Hi everyone, welcome back to NoSkit. So let's solve today's LeetCode daily challenge, which is linked list cycle. So given head, the head of the linked list determine if the linked list has a cycle. So this is one of the standard problem on linked list where we want to find the cycle in the linked list. Basically we want to tell whether the cycle is present or not, right? So let's see how are we going to do it and then we'll code it. Okay, so for this particular example, there is a cycle present in the linked list, right? We can clearly see there is a cycle present in the linked list. So for this, the answer should be true, right? The output should be true. But let's say if this cycle is not present and 6 is pointing to null, right? If 6 is pointing to null, that means there is no cycle present. But now 6 is pointing to some other node which we have already traversed, right? 7 is already being traversed and now 6 is again coming back to 7. The next of 6 is 7 which we have already traversed, right? So that means cycle is present. So in this case the output should be true, but if 6 will point to null, the answer should be false, that no cycle is present in the linked list, right? So this is a problem statement. I hope the problem statement is clear to everyone. Okay, so now let's try to understand that how are we going to solve it, right? So first very basic approach can be whatever node we are traversing. Let's say we are starting from this particular node and we are storing it somewhere, right? We'll move to the next of this, we'll store it somewhere, right? We'll move to the next of it, we'll store it somewhere, right? We'll come to this, we'll store it, we'll come to this, we'll store it, right? We'll come to this, we'll store it, we'll come to this, we'll store it, and we'll come to this, we'll store it, right? And when we'll try to go to the next of 6, we'll see that we have already traversed 7. So that means there is a cycle present. So if this is the case, true will be returned, right? True will be returned. Else if 6, the next of 6 is null, right? Let's say in any case, if we move to null, right, we'll stop and we'll return false, right? So first approach can be you keep on storing the nodes into a hash set, right? We are not storing the content of the node, we are storing the address of the node, right? So we'll keep storing the address of the node into a hash set, and if we'll come to any of the previous node again by doing the next of any node, right, that means we'll say the cycle is present. If we are going to null, then we'll say the cycle is not present. So in that case, we are going to return false. So this is a very first approach. So now what will be the space and the time complexity? So space is going to be O of n because we are storing each and every node into our hash set, right? We are storing each and every node in the set, right? So that means if there are n nodes present in the linked list, the space complexity is going to be O of n, and since we are traversing each and every node in the linked list, the time complexity is also going to be O of n. So it is a linear time, so it is fine to solve this question with this approach. But now let's say we want to optimize the space. We want to do it in O of 1. So what should be our strategy to do so, right? So let's try to understand that. Okay, so I have already told you that this is one of the standard problem from linked list, right? So we solve it using two pointers approach, right? Where we maintain two pointer. First one is fast pointer and second one is slow pointer, right? So we move each time we move, right? Fast pointer will move by 2 positions, right? And slow pointer will move by 1 position. What does it mean to move a pointer by 2 position or 1 pointer is that we'll do next of next, right? And for slow pointer we'll do next, right? That means I am saying that if slow is pointing to 1, I'll do the next, I'll move the pointer to the next of slow, and for fast I'll move the pointer to the next of fast, right? So this is what we are going to do, right? So let's see how are we going to do it. So let's say I have two pointer, fast pointer and slow pointer. Each time we'll move the pointer according to this, right? So slow pointer will move by 1 position, so it will come to this 2 node, and fast pointer will move by 2 position. That means next of fast and next of that, right? So it will come to this. Fast will move to fast.next, right? So this will be our updated pointer's position. Now again the same thing will repeat. Slow will come to this, fast will move by 2 positions, so fast will come to this. Again same thing is going to happen. Slow will move to this and fast will move by 2 positions, that means fast will come to this 9. Again same thing will happen. Slow will come to this and fast will come to next of 9 and then next of 6, that means this position, so fast will come to this, right? Again the same thing is going to happen. What? Slow will go to the next, that means slow will come at this position, slow was at this position, so slow will come to this position, and fast will again move by 2 position 1 and 2. Again slow will move to 9 and fast will move by 2 position 1 and 2. So fast will come to this. Now at this point, both of my pointers, slow pointer and the fast pointer, are pointing to the same node. So at this point we'll stop. At this point we'll stop and we'll return true. We'll return true, right? So that means we have learned that if slow pointer is equals to fast pointer at any point, will return true, right? Otherwise we'll return false, right? Now there might be one more condition as well, when 6 will point to null, right? When 6 will point to null. So let's see that one as well. So slow and fast both will point to root. Fast will move by 2 positions, slow will move by 1 position. Slow will move by 1 position, fast will move by 2 position. So it will come to this. Slow will move by 1 position, fast will move by 2 position, right? Slow will move by 1 position and fast will move by 2 position. So fast will point to null at this point, right? So that means we should terminate our loop at this particular position. We can stop our traversal at this point, right? So we'll stop it. So we have already seen when slow will become equal to fast, right, we'll return true. And we saw one more thing, that if fast is equals to null, right, we'll stop, right? And let's try to understand one more thing. So let's say we have odd number of nodes. So again slow and fast will point to head of the linked list. Fast will move by 2 positions, slow will move by 1 position, fast will move by 2 positions, slow will move by 1 position, fast will move by 2 position, and slow will move by 1 position, right? So at this point, if we'll do one more iteration, what will happen? Fast dot next is equals to null, right? And we will try to do null dot next. We'll try to do null dot next, right? That will give us error, right? So if fast dot next becomes null, we'll stop at this point also, right? So we have seen two stopping condition or two terminating conditions, that if fast is equals to null, we'll stop. If fast dot next is equals to null, we'll stop. And if at some point slow becomes equal to fast, we'll return true, right? So this is what we have seen, right? So now let's try to code it. So we saw that we are going to take 2 pointers. Initially both will point to head, right? And we saw that if fast is equals to null at some point, and if fast dot next is equals to null, right? So if any of the condition becomes true, right, we'll stop. That means we want to run the loop when fast is not equals to null and fast dot next is not equals to null. Because if any of the condition becomes true, if fast is equals to null or fast dot next is equals to null, we'll stop, right? So we want this condition to be fulfilled to do our processing. So we are saying we'll do slow is equals to slow dot next and fast is equals to fast dot next, and we'll keep on checking that if slow at some point, if slow is equals to fast, right, we are going to return true. That means cycle is present in the linked list. Else if any of this condition fails, right, we'll come outside and we'll return false. That means ki there is a null to the next of the last node and we'll return false from this point. So let's try to run it and let's try to submit it, and it is submitted. So it's a good practice to handle the base cases beforehand, right? So you could do one thing, what if head is equals to null or head dot next is equals to null, you can simply return false from this point, right? So if I'll try to submit it again, it will get submitted successfully. Okay, we did this mistake, so let's try to submit it again, and it is submitted, right? So it's a good practice to handle the base cases before going to the actual processing of the problem, right? So I'm not discussing the time and the space complexity for this approach. You guys will tell me what will be the space and the time complexity for this problem. So let me know in the comment section what will be the space and time complexity for this. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you.